We're reading a book called First Day Jitters. Jitters by Julie Danneberg. Illustrated by Judy Love. Okay. Let's see, gotta click right here. Sarah dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day of school at your new school, do you? The first day at your new school, do you?
I never missed school.
I'm not going, said Sarah, and she pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down the end of her bed. We don't use that word, do we?
Yeah.
How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends that you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard. I just hate it. That's all. Again, not a word that we use, right, boys and girls? What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you're coming. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing the silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts. She groaned and moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. She was nervous, right? And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal. Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. She didn't want the principal to see her. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone's nervous on the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. The end.
Wait, I thought
She was a teacher. You thought, what'd you think?
She was a kid.
You thought she was a kid, right?
Why
So-
did she have a lunchbox then?
Teachers have lunchboxes just like you.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
maybe
They might look a little different, but they have lunchboxes.
yeah, because I saw her doing a lunchbox last time. Or maybe a kid forgot her lunchbox, so she brought it. Wait a second. Wait. Why was she tall?
She was tall because she's an adult. All right, guys. So that was first day jitters
How did we not see her in the whole crowd of kids? She was taller.
because they hid that secret till the very end, huh? How many of you were also feeling the first day jitters on the first day? Hands up. All right, about half the class. Okay, guys. We are going to keep on talking about this, but I'm going to stop the video, and it will be on the channel for you guys to look at. Good job, guys.